Pakatan Harapan and Perikatan Nasional are looking at the Perak model as the young di-Pertuan Agong continued to meet party leaders, party insiders said. A Perikatan Nasional insider said they hoped to reach an understanding with the opposition to ride the political storm without having to change the government. The difference is that the Perak model saw the Menteri Besar being replaced. But it is also a model where the opposition and the governing MPs came to an understanding, he told FMT. The insider was referring to the deal that was struck, where all state assemblymen were to be treated fairly with equal allocations and would cooperate to ensure that the government remained stable to solve the COVID-19 pandemic and economic issues. After former Menteri Besar Ahmad Faisal Azumu was unseated and Sarani Mohamad took over in Perak. The insider said two main issues needed to be resolved before an understanding could be reached. The first involved giving annual allocations to opposition MPs, and the second pertained to inviting the opposition to attend National Security Council meetings. The insider said these issues were being looked into to get both sides of the coalition to cooperate to battle COVID-19. The PN insider said that as of now, it was likely that the Sarawak state elections would be held this year, as the state government planned to achieve 80% vaccinations and herd immunity by the end of August. However, he said there was still no certainty if the Pahang State Assembly sitting, scheduled for August 16th to 20th, would go on. It will all depend if the king decides to extend or end the emergency, he said. He also said the government was looking at hybrid parliament sittings that could be held for a shorter term instead of the full 6 weeks. A Pakatan Harapan insider, meanwhile, said they did not want the emergency to be extended. He said opposition MPs would rather attend parliament to debate current issues than MKN meetings, as the decisions would mostly be made by the government. If they make a wrong decision, we will have to share the blame. But we would like to give our views in parliament, he said. However, he said it was not known if the MPs would still push for a motion of no confidence against the Prime Minister if parliament sits. He said some political parties may agree to the Perak model as the nation needs to move forward. But we will wait for an announcement from the palace, with the hope Parliament reconvenes, the emergency ends, and the vaccination program is rolled out on time. He said it was clear that the government had failed in handling the health crisis and taking measures to ramp up vaccinations. Imagine, the king has to interfere because the government has failed to run the country well, he added.